Hello, welcome to another rubbish video from Petrol Blog. Before I start, obviously this is about that car, but quick mention about this one. Many thanks for all the positive vibes and the keep going encouragement from the last video. The weather's a lot better now, and yeah, things have improved, and many parts have arrived since the last video, and hopefully on Saturday things will start progressing again. But I won't bore you with it now, but things are moving. But I wanted to talk to you about the Camry. Three things in particular. Firstly, do you remember that advert? I think it was where it was definitely the Volkswagen Golf GTI advert from the 1980s, Mark II in particular, and there was a man and a woman driving across what I think was the American desert, middle of nowhere, and the guy in the Golf GTI, he was next to his sleeping wife or girlfriend or whatever, and you noticed a squeak, and he couldn't work out if it was a piece of trim. I think he adjusted the headrest, bashed the top of the dashboard, basically couldn't identify this squeak from the car. Eventually he came to a sort of remote garage and asked the old chap in there to investigate it while he went in to powder his nose, probably. And the guy came out, and turns out that the squeak or the rattle was nothing more than the lady's earrings, and he just put a little drop of oil on the earrings, and job was a good one. And the reason I bring this advert up, A, because it's a good advert, B, because it relates slightly to the totally reliable, never goes wrong Toyota Camry, touching wood. Because since the last video update on this, she developed a horrendous sort of rubbing noise from the, what I presume was the near side front wheel. It was a lot worse steering right, and it would only happen only happen when you're moving. So I was fearing the worst, thinking maybe suspension or drive shaft related, or possibly something to do with the brakes or whatever. And I was, well, like I say, I was worried. So, sorry, there's lots of midges up here tonight, so I'm going to keep this short, which will be a blessing to the whole of the internet. This is actually the best looking wheel in terms of shininess. So they're all going to look like this. Well, better than that at some point. I digress. So eventually, jacked her up, took the wheels off, and all looked okay. I took the other one off just to compare the two, and everything looked exactly the same. So it was little more than the shield behind the brake discs. This is a very tedious kind of explanation, but the big result is, after having knocked it back into shape, no more squeaks and rattles from the front end, which means I can relax and enjoy this car as Toyota intended. So big thumbs up. Yes. There's two other things to talk about. Did I say there's three things? There's two other things to talk about. We'll come back to the front in a minute, because I want to open the boot. And to do that, obviously you need the key, or you press the magic button down here, because I had an eBay quick win, an eBay result, because in this box, and this isn't very exciting by the way, but in this box, I think you noticed earlier on today, it's actually an original Toyota Starlet front power windows box, or front doors stroke power windows. So this would have held what I presume is the glass for the Toyota Starlet from 1996. I didn't break it, it was already broken, but bit of original packaging there. But what's in here, and don't get too excited because it isn't exciting in the slightest, are a set of original Toyota Camry mats, still in their original protective, well I presume this is their original protective packaging. Funny enough, on the eBay ad, this was sealed, and there was a hanger on this side. That seems to have got mislaid. But look, original. I can't get out the bag with one hand. But trust me on this, they're original Camry mats. Look at that. Look. Because, I mean, my ones aren't that bad. They're original, and they've faded. And obviously they've got the bottom of the shoe mark, which is standard fare for mats. I've got all of them now, but this caused a dilemma, and a dilemma that only car enthusiasts will relate to, because these are so lovely. Oh, by the way, did I say how much these cost? £10. £10. It reminds me of a time when I found, again, I'm digressing here, but on eBay for £2, I bought an original set of Capri 280 side stripes, well, the whole badge set, so including the Capri 280 badge, logo, and all the striping kit for the side of the cars. I found one of them for £2 on eBay. It had been mislisted or misdescribed. I think it was listed just as car stripe or something bizarre. It didn't mention Capri 280 in the title at all. So I got it for £2. Shortly after, again, this is something only a car enthusiast will relate to, is they were so lovely, so mint, and the original 4 box, I didn't have the heart to use them. So when I had the car resprayed, I got the aftermarket. I got the sort of replica stripes on it. That's how sad I am. But maybe other car enthusiasts will relate to that. But actually, I did sell them originally for £70. £70 for them. I only put them on for a £5. Anyway, point is, I don't want to use these now. I'm reluctant to use these because they're so lovely that I'm in half of a mind to continue using the rubbish ones and keep these for best. How sad is that? Alternatively, find some original rubber mats and put them over the top. It's really sad, but please tell me if you can relate to that, so I can go to sleep soundly tonight. By the way, Too Good to Scrap stickers are in the club shop, and this printing issue has been rectified. If you can notice, a little bit of white line around the edge. The printers kindly redid them. So please invest in these. Right, other thing, third quick win. Look, Osram Nightbreaker 200s. These aren't the Osram Nightbreaker 200s because they're the old ones I took off. They still work. And actually, I posted something on Twitter yesterday at Major Gav, and the response has been really good. A lot of people saying, A, good result, B, big fans of it. Kenny Smith, I know you're a big fan of it. Only one person said that they're great, but they don't last very long, which is a story of my life. But these are on, because the lights on these are the Elton John of car headlights. They're like candles in the wind. They're never knowing which way you're turning when the night comes in. Actually, I'm going to turn the lights on. And the result is quite remarkable. By the way, I am wearing shorts today, so apologies if you catch sight of my knees. It's not a pretty sight. I'll put some before and after shots if I can over the top, but they are so much whiter. I'm actually looking forward, again, car enthusiasts will relate to this, I'm actually looking forward to going out in the dark now to test them. Come play my game, I'll test ya. Massive result. The lights are like candles on the Camry. And actually, I think on the why I bought a 1997 Toyota Camry video, which is actually one of the most popular videos I've ever done, weirdly, because it was done in a hurry in a station car park. A lot of people have said that in America they upgrade the headlights to LEDs. I haven't done that. I'm not planning to do that. I'm hoping this does the job for it. But the result is great. I love the whiteness of them. The other thing I'm tempted to do, and I'm going to throw this open to the Club Petrol Blog / YouTube jury, is paint the fog lights yellow. Part of me thinks not now, because it looks so complete with the white headlights. I'm reluctant to change it, but I'm tempted to try it. What do you think? I mean, basically, because YouTube decided which grille to go for on that, the non-pheasant option was chosen. Now you can decide yellow fogs or no yellow fogs. But you know what? Look at that. I love this car. I love this car so much, and I'm actually tempted to take it to the Festival of the Unexceptional rather than the £200 of Fran. Might be sacrilege, but I think the journey up will be nicer in this. And I actually posted on Twitter, I think a couple of weeks ago, I took a photograph in the rain in Waitrose, and I think I said that of the fleet, this is my favourite car. It's the car that would be last to leave the fleet. Look at my gimbal skills. Apparently my phone is unbalanced and may vibrate when shooting, so I apologise in advance if this is worse than usual. So yeah, Lincolnshire in this or Lincolnshire in the £200 of Fran remains to be decided. But look, this is going to be less than 10 minutes. going to be a 10-minute video again. I'm doing really well. That's it. So next video will probably be a positive update on this. Also coming up is a positive update on the Range Rover, a review of the Dacia Sandero, which is obviously really good news. But I'm digressing now because I'm waiting for it to get dark. I'd like to come up here later when it's dark to see how good the headlights are. But yeah, big shout out for Osram Nightbreaker 200s. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.